when you're building a company, you always, I mean, nothing is straight. Like you fly like this, and you will find your self, of course, and you need to get back. And I think a lot of that is about having honest conversations.
It's like good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love for life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to MattGron Talks. This is episode 194, and my name is Mattias Gronborg, aka MattGron, and now you are watching the world's most underestimated entrepreneurial show. And here I talk about my scale-up journey, building my company from nothing to something. And of course, with me as usual, my dear friend, my co-host, the one and only Svea-Malina Landshoff. How are you doing, Svea?
Hi, Mattias. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm the one who tries to keep us on track, sometimes more successful than other times, but I'm trying. I'm also just human, but welcome to MattGron Talks. And this is where entrepreneurship runs smack into reality. And we do that actually 3 times every week, believe it or not. We have different episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we have a whole framework in place. Mattias, do you want to take over?
Yeah, we have the framework, and every Monday we talk about self-development, and I share my own journey growing as a human being and a leader. And then we also meet every Wednesday. Then we talk about all the entrepreneurial things I'm learning in the process, building my company, and then every Friday we meet again, and then we talk about my weekly self-inventory. That means I share things that I could have done differently. I'm also talking about things I have learned, and we are also celebrating the victories. And Svea says, it's almost like my diary.
Exactly.
Because it's a documenting vlog.
Exactly.
Yes, so here we are rolling with the punches. What are we punching today, Svea?
Yeah, documentary vlog, exactly like you said. Wednesday episode, grinding in the business, stuff like that. And, when I prepare the topics right now, on the top of my head is just, the current situation at Moon, that you're behind with sales a bit. And so I want to talk about that. I think, in the last episode on Monday, we actually talked about like on the more personal level, how you deal with the situation right now. And today I actually want to talk about on the company level, practical level, how you approach this. And my first question would be, what are some potential ways you could, ramp up the sales again in the next couple of weeks or months? Do you have some ideas there?
Yes, I have been working on a lot of different things over the last weeks, I think, to actually impact sales. And so I'm like restructuring the management team, and I have realized we need to change the company's behavior and attitudes around sales. We are way too passive and scared, afraid. We need to become much more, clear with better communication. We need to be brave, and I mean, to impact that, we need to change stuff around our leadership, how we lead. So yes, restructuring the management team. I'm putting together like a comeback team.
Okay.
I call it the comeback team.
Oh, tell me about that. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. So it's the way is that I would say we have 3 different processes, main processes. I call them discovery, build, and grow. And I really want specific people that really can run these processes on a strategic level, and then to free up time for me as the CEO to work on the big picture, selling the big picture, and basically, finding ways to scale the vision, because for me it's very clear. like over the last years, when I have not been in front of customers, we have stopped talking about our principle that makes I go moan. We talked about that in an earlier episode. We take our customer to the moon. And like the moment we stop talking about that principle, then I go moan stop being I go moan. So that's why I need to tweak that a little bit. And then we have also started like so if that's more on a leadership level, I would say we have also start doing sales training 2 times each week to attack the more practical things we could change in the meetings, on the phone, and then I have also started 3 different campaigns. We're building 3 different campaigns together with 3 growth strategists here at iGoMoon. So like one for our workshop that we very often initiate relationships together with customers. The name of the workshop is a discovery workshop. And then we also ramping up the game around the Sales Ready website, which is often like a step-in project, like implementation project we do early in the customer relationship. And then we are also ramping up the game around HubSpot onboarding, that package. So basically we create content, setting up new campaigns around that. I think that's the main things I'm working on right now, and probably there's more. So I would say I also over the last weeks I have had more and more face-to-face coaching sessions, like check-ins with definitely sales, I would say, but could be other people as well. And something that's very important, there is one thing to talk about all that, the practical knowledge things we could change, but it's also very important to talk about the willingness, like, do you really want to do this? Because when you scale up a company, you really need that willingness to be a part of the journey, especially, small team around 20-25 people. There could not be any hiding going on. And and we have been talking about that in other episodes as well. So
that's a lot going on. I didn't know, like, behind the scenes there's so much happening I'm not aware of. And it seems like you're really like tackling the problem right now. And I think it's like you just said, it is really a mix of practical things and strategies, but also keeping people accountable and taking care of impersonal conversations. And I think
that's very important. Like that's also basics, like get back to basics, see people, talk to people. And I think that's actually most important, because when you start to address urgency, that also feed the stress into people.
That's what I just thought, that when people are aware that sales are behind, and it's like a situation where people have to take responsibility and work a bit harder, and people most likely get frightened and like, oh, what's going to happen in a couple of weeks, a couple of months. And I think that's important, that also you, from a leadership perspective, I guess, come in and still show people I'm here, and we can tackle this problem together as a team. I think it's just even more important now in these situations where, like you said, there's a bit of a maybe a bit of fear connected to the situation, which I think is completely normal when that happens. But thank you for that summary. I was expecting a conversation, and you were so this is everything we're doing now. Well, that was great. I think it sounds really good, the strategy that you have there, like I think like a bit on the marketing side, you have the sales team you're working with. And wait, there was something else in the beginning. The first thing, what was that again? I wanted to make a summary now I forgot the first thing.
So I just think that I understand what you mean with a strategy, but I think something I think is very important, when things get urgent, sometimes I think the strategy itself could maybe be a little bit like you should not underestimate the things of actually, follow the intuition and start working on the things in front of you. I just want to say that regarding strategies, because very, very often you know what you need to do.
Yeah.
It's more just go out and do it. And I think when you're building a company, you always, nothing is straight. Like you fly like this, and you will find your self, what you like, of course, and you need to get back. And I think a lot of that is about having honest conversations.
Yeah.
Because you are here because you haven't really done, what you should do, and you need to find yourself here, actually realize, okay, this is where we are, let's get back here. And in that moment, like you were talking about stress, and I think there's so many different types of stress, and I think both as an entrepreneur, but also people being inside of a growing organization, 20, 25, 30 people, there might not be the right place for them. They maybe need to be like in a bigger company, where there is another type of structure. And I think it's super important to have these conversations, like this is what it is, like this is the life right now at the company. And that's something I have been thinking a lot about over the last month, like the honest conversations. So
I can imagine.
I think people like that, the honesty.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there is no prestige in that.
Yeah, I would like that too. If I think also it makes people feel included, because I've also worked at a company before where there were massive changes going on and no one told us about this. And then one day they were just like, oh, by the way, we were bought by this company and now this is your new boss, So I think that's really important to have this transparency and like heart-to-heart conversation and make people feel like, okay, I know what's going on and I know I'm valued and we're figuring this out. Absolutely.
Yeah, and of course there will be tons of things going on, like that could happen fast, and someone will feel, oh, I didn't know that. What happened now?
Yeah.
But that's also okay. This is a fast game.
Yeah.
Like you can't like take a break between every punch and okay, I just want to let everyone know that now there's a punch coming and okay, let's start playing. Like it's not how it works. So
yeah,
I think
I understand that.
In one way you could also like over communicate, how should I say, I was on my way to say insecurity, because I can see, the old leadership style. I try to, reprogram, and then you could in one way overcompensate in the other direction, like okay, like everyone needs to be like included and understand everything, and so yeah,
I understand what you mean. All right.
That makes you slow.
Yeah. I see that too.
So
yeah. Just, you know, if for maybe 6 months prior there have been like things going on in negotiations with another company buying that company, that might be something you could mention at some point.
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
that's
that's a bit different. But I know exactly what you mean. Like, you can also not communicate every little thing that is happening. I think you have to find the middle ground
yeah.
there. Okay.
I mean, you must have trust in your your management team.
Exactly.
As if you are an employee or a team member, you also must have trust. Like, okay, there is probably a lot of process going on that I don't, have a clue about, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's how it is. Okay, Mattias.
So,
thank you for this episode. I think we can slowly wrap it up now. I think you gave a lot of great input there. And yeah, you guys watching there, if you like what we're doing here, please subscribe to the channel. We do these episodes 3 times every week with different topics. And also, if you have anything to say or a question, ideas for future episodes, then please leave a comment down below. Like this video if you like it, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next episode. And thank you, Mattias, and see you in the next one.
Thank you, Svea. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye-bye.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.